Please like and subscribe to my channel, follow me, and please comment, show me love. Chronicles of My Late Brother, Part 3. 1994, I was doing grade 4 at Denderedzi Primary School in Urungwe, Japan. So I was staying with my mom. Then I moved. My brother was now working. So all this while my brother was still going to school. Achichengetwa na bamnini, my dad's young brother at Miriam Mine in Banket. It's between Banket and Mtorashanga. That's where my brother was. So that's where he was staying at Miriam Mine. So all the while he was going to school, of course it was hard and difficult for him as well. So he called me. He said, "Mom, can I have lovers to come and stay with me because I'm now working?" So he had also got married. We were using one. He was using one room, mine. So it was a bachelor's kind of setup. So he was only using one bedroom, one room. That was the bedroom, that was the kitchen, and that was everything. So he took me to Miriam Mine and in 1995, the beginning of the year. So I started 1995. I was doing grade 5 at Miriam Mine Secondary School, and that was the jump and the total transformation. That was my first time to be in town. That was my first time to be under kuona magets, to see electricity. That was the first time to experience, to see television. That was my first time to have a shower in the bathroom with water coming from the tap. Because Taijera, we used to use a bucket system, or we'll go to the river and do what we could. Because back in the rural areas, we used to, we were specialists kuchera mbeva, digging those rats, those mice from the ground, underground, for good relish. It was really a good relish of rats, mice. Okay, mice, rats, not makonzo, mice, mbeva. I don't know what you call them, but those were the ones we used to go and hunt for. We could hunt for rabbits as well in the forest. Those natural, what do you call it? Those wild rabbits. And of course, birds. We used to have our own catapults back in the days. Or urimbo. That was the life I was used to. No swimmer, swimming in the rivers. And I almost drowned 2-3 times back in the rural area. It wasn't that good, but sometimes I would go deep at the deep end, and I couldn't. And I would have been tired of, I didn't have the skill much to swim, but I could swim a little bit. And basa redu rangire kupfudza mombe, mbudzi, and basically I wasn't that much of a hard worker in terms of kurima. My brother was the one who passed on, and the other brother was older than me. He's still in the rural areas there doing peasant farming and all that. He was very good, or he's very good, and that one was very, very, very good. And I was the weakest of them all. I'm the weakest in terms of strength, but my strength became this. That's our difference. So I realized that if I don't do that, no one is going to look after me, because I can't go into the field and plow and batabadza kunosakura and all those kind of things. So that was my thing. That wasn't my thing. So my brother took me and he was with me at Miriam Mine. 1995, I was doing grade 5. The first fun incident that happened was that as I was the first term, when the first term came to an end, we wrote our exams, and I was the last one in class. I think we were 43, and I was probably 42, 44 or 45. I can't remember how many we were in class. So I took the last number, or from the probably second or third from the last number in class, and my marks, I was so dismal, and it was like my first my first time to be at a new school with my brother, and my brother knew me to be very, very smart, very intelligent, from the rural areas, because kumusha taikukidzanawo pachimusha. But when I moved from the rural areas to go to a town setup, I compared my standards. My standards were weighed now, and I was second from last in this new school, because the standards were different. Education, and these other kids I was learning with were smarter than me by far. And anyway, I quickly adjusted to the environment. But anyway, what happened with the figure that was too big, I rubbed the other figure, and I got my figure and left one figure. But my brother noticed, and he asked me, he did not beat me or what? He was just angry, of course, and probably laughed to himself and said, oh, this young man is trying to cheat me. So that's what happened. And anyway, I apologized to my brother, and I began to work very hard until then. My grades, my participation, or my understanding changed gradually, or quickly changed to such an extent that even behavior-wise, I was like very well-disciplined child back at school. And in 1995, what happened also was that my brothers, there were other siblings there at Miriam Mine, to my uncle, and also some of my brothers from my father as well. So, and my mother. So we connived with each other, or I was following their lead. So Wakawaya band John Chibadura, a musical band that came to Miriam Mine in 1995, and we agreed, or we takanyeperana kuti toda kupinda band, and for sure we did. But takabatwa tese band imomo, takarohwa zvokurohwa zviyena manyowa. Was the dance band leader of John Chibadura. Tarohwa kudaro pagedhi, takabatwa takaenda nesu pagedhi, and zvadaro 1995 iyoyo zvadaro tarohwa kudaro tabatwa pagedhi rekuchiko. Sorry for the little distraction. Okay, takabatwa tarohwa namanyowa at the gate of the entrance when people were coming to watch the band. So apparently at the entrance there would be some teachers also from the school. So they noted us, and our names were taken down. Come Monday, because it was on a weekend, come Monday, at assembly at school, our names were called, and we were summoned to Kappa front of the whole school on assembly day, and we were beaten thoroughly by the teacher. It was very, very Mr. Marimo. He beat us like crazy. He was, and apparently he was my school teacher as well, grade 6, because he was well known for beating children, school kids, very bitterly. So that tainted my name and my family's name. As a result, I was supposed to be the head boy of this school, but I couldn't become the head boy. I was instead named as the vice head boy because the head boy was in grade 6. I was in grade 7. So the one in grade 7 was supposed to be the head boy. So because of that incident, they probably debated amongst themselves that we can't make him a head boy because of that incident, because it doesn't give a good precedence to others. So I was demoted because of that incident that had happened in 1995. So now in 97, I was in grade 7. So I was the head boy of the vice head boy of that school. My friend then became the head boy, though he was in grade 6. So, Chronicles of my late brother continues.